Alright, so folks, a little update on the commissioned pipe. Uh, right here, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's actually made out of black walnut, and I got a white, was that half inch, I think? Uh, and this little tube on here inserted. It's absolutely gorgeous, man. I love this. I actually love this pipe. Um, Wish I had some different stems though. I'm gonna look online. There's a company overseas that sells custom uh, stems. There's a lot of them out there. They're very expensive actually. But I'm actually talking to a buddy of mine who is local. He's a veteran. Who actually, I was actually thinking about getting a 3D machine, but his daughter, I think she's 10 or 11 or 12 around there, just picked up a 3D machine, I guess out of her own money. Good for her. Uh, and he's supporting her on this, so I'm actually might, you know, pay to have them make me some bulk custom tubes. I have some really great designs, stuff that's not even out there right now. Uh, and I actually have them written on a piece of paper, and my daughters actually drew up a couple styles. Um, they're a lot smarter than I am when it comes to technology. So, but I'm actually going to maybe possibly work with DL and with the workshop um, and see if they can custom some new stems for me. They were pretty cool. But anyway, that pipe is actually looking absolutely stunning. That actually, ladies and gentlemen, is because I've been working on this. This is about 9 hours. This is 9 hours, about going on almost 10 hours now. Uh, of actually working on this. Everything is hand sanding. I actually been sitting here for 4 hours with 80 grit sandpaper for the last 4 hours, getting that final shape, and it's actually perfectly symmetrical. So that is literally, I got a couple more spots right here, but guys and gals, everything's got to be done by hand. Like I said, over 9 hours of sanding. I hope the client appreciates that. I'm definitely not charging her uh, those 9.5 hours of hand sanding because she wants it affordable, and I've known her for a long, long time. Her and her husband, they did me very well over at Dex and Docs. Um, they actually gave me a veterans discount when there wasn't one, uh, which saved me a lot of money. So I want to hook her up. I know her husband's going to appreciate this pipe, so I don't mind putting a little extra love and TLC in this. I actually have about another 2 hours worth of sanding with this 80 grit sandpaper. I could use a Dremel. It'll probably be faster, but anybody who works with wood, you have to put your fingers on it, man. You have to let the wood talk to you, man. And if I use a machine on this, I might mess it up. So I'm going to put my time in. Yeah, I'll probably be losing some money on this pipe. Um, but at least I know at the end result, the customer is really going to be happy. So, um, like I said, it's right here. There's probably 9/64 right here. It's very minute, but 9/64 of sanding that it's just not symmetrical to me right in this spot. So I'm going to sit here for another 2 hours with this 80 grit and circular motion this out, and then I will be able to get to the hopefully within an hour after that, which puts me at 1 o'clock in the morning with the final sand. I actually go up to 3,000 grit sandpaper, But before that, when I hit the 800 grit, I'll go ahead and stain it. Because once you start getting to the buff grit, which is the 1500, 2000, 3000 grit, you're buffing and pretty much burn polishing this wood, and it's very hard for a stain to penetrate. A lot of y'all didn't know that. So, I like staining around once you hit the 600 to maybe 800. 600 I like, especially when you go for like the burgundies, mahoganies, some of those deeper earth, richer tones. The darker ones, you don't have to worry about it so much. The lighter goldens, you don't really have to worry about it so much because they stain pretty well. It's more of a surface that you want to do anyways when it comes to the grain. But when it comes to the mahoganies or burgundies, or like this one is the Bombay mahogany that I'm actually going to be doing this one with. And this is a Mission Oak. These are really good stains. You can get them at Home Depot or Lowe's. These are probably about $12 to $14 a can. This will probably last me 6 months. So it's definitely worth the money. You don't need a whole lot. Get a lint-free cloth, dab it, or you can do the doubler as far as the wicks. Because a lot of people like to go really heavy on them. Me, put some gloves on, get some lint-frees, and just rub it in. But like I said, some woods, if you go too high of sandpaper, it's so fine that the stains will not penetrate, because it's almost like a wet sand. You're actually buffing hot heat, and you can actually see a slight glaze over your wood because it's so fine, so polished, which you want as far as your end result. But it's like oil stains or anything like that, they will not penetrate as well. Certain woods. I know some people are going to comment, you don't know what you're talking about, whatever. I'm just going by my experience, and I got about 30 years of experience. So, do what you want. I don't care. But as far as what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop at 600 grit, start staining it, and then I'm going to go for my final stains. And then at the end of that, I'm going to use actually my old beeswax that I got from Florida, which is high dollar stuff, and go ahead and finish the product and get it to my customer. Probably go take it to DL over at Woodworks and get it actually engraved with the initials for the birthday. But that is turning out sexy. I can't wait to hand that off. And also down the chute, I'm also going to show you guys very easy stands you can make for these pipes. I just so happen to have some cedar, which happens to be my favorite wood. Or engrave that down. See how that's going. Oh, engrave that down. Look at that. Boom. And then get the pipe there. So you make your line. It's on cedar. You grave it in. Look, guys, this is a piece of scrap cedar that I had. And I can epoxy it. Cut it down and then epoxy it. Let it sit for 24 hours, which will stop the cracking process. Show off that beautiful grain of cedar, which I absolutely love, with a little bit of live edge, and put this brand new custom hand sanded, hand carpentered pipe. Boom. I love it. And anyway, catch you on in a little while, maybe in a couple days, and catch you up on the progress. Thanks for watching, guys.